guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about the new Juvia's Place Saharan blush palettes. I got both volumes of the palette, so I got number 1 and I also ended up picking up number 2 just because what? When I first saw Trend Mood post about the blush palettes, I was so head over heels, over the moon, because I was like, what? Their eyeshadows are already so bomb. You guys know how much I love their eyeshadows. Their pigmentation is like completely out of this world. Nothing like I own in my collection. And so when I saw blushes, I was like, whoa, those have to be so amazing because their formula is already bomb. Like, I can imagine how they'll do a blush, and I definitely was not disappointed. You guys will see later on in the video some swatches of some of the shades and me even applying them onto my cheek. They were just so pretty. They honestly perform just like the eyeshadows, if not even better. They're super pigmented. The only one I will say I had like the tiniest issue with was in the volume 2 palette, which is more of like the neutral one. The shade B is not really that pigmented. Like, it's just one of those very buildable colors, but it's not like boom pigment in your face, which some people might like but others may not. For me, it's just like a because every other color is really like boom in your face and so pigmented that once I got to the shade B and it wasn't that like bam action, I was a little bit confused and maybe even like a little bit thrown off, because you have all these other really pigmented ones and then you have this more subtle one. Nonetheless, it is such a beautiful shade. It's like this really nice mauvey purple tone, which is really nice on the cheeks, but again, it is one of those colors that you have to build up in order to see like that full pigmentation. Volume 1 is definitely for more deeper skin tones, as you guys can see right here. I'll actually have a tutorial up on this look using this palette, because obviously I couldn't use it on my face given that the shades are for darker, deeper skin tones, and it just wouldn't look right on my face even if I try to go like really light-handed, because these are really dark shades. I still decided to pick up this palette just to try out as eyeshadows and see how I liked it then, and also compare them to their usual regular eyeshadow standard formula. But yeah, Volume 2 is definitely where it's at for my lighter and medium skin tone girls, because these shades are gorgeous. One, we have like this really peachy one. We have this really nice apricot, like almost suntan or like sun-kissed kind of shade, and then we have this purpley mauve color, and then we have this pinky peach shade. I also have 2 different shimmers. This one I used as a blush topper, which was so nice. It's in the shade Zoba, and it's kind of like a reflective pinky champagne kind of shade. So beautiful. And then we have Solo, which is another shimmery color, and it's like that Barbie pink, which I really like. I like shades like this more for the summer. So the first shade that we have is called Yara, and it almost looks like a bronzer, except for when it's on your face it looks more of like an apricot peach color, which I loved, and it looks so amazingly gorgeous on my face. Next shade is called Sola, S-O-L-A, and it is one of those reflective pink and gold blushes. It definitely has those flexes of gold, which looks really nice under the sun, so really cute in the summer. It is more of a Barbie pink kind of shade, so if that isn't your style or you're just not into shades like this, I'm not sure how well you'll like that. The next one is called Tau, which is T-A-U, and it's more of a peachy apricot shade also, but this one has more of like a little bit of an orange tinge to it. The next one is a little bit more sheer than the other blushes, and it is in the shade B. This one is a nice purple taupey mauve color, but it is a really pretty color. Definitely if you build this shade up, it'll look so gorgeous on the cheeks. The next one we have is called Zoba, Z-O-B-A, and this one is more of like a pinky champagne blush topper, which I really liked. I added it on top of the shade Yara, and it complemented it so beautifully. The next one we have is in the shade Lena, which is so cute because my best friend actually calls me Lena, and so does my godfather, so it's kind of like a cutesy name for me. It's definitely more of like a subtle pink kind of color. For the Saharan Volume 1 palette, this is the first row, and like, do you guys see how pigmented this is? This to me looks like a complete eyeshadow palette. All these bronzy colors are just, they're so beautiful, so pigmented. Like, These are honestly super, super amazing. And if you do have a deeper skin tone, these right here, Zara and Lila, will be so beautiful as highlights. This is just so gorgeous and pigmented and anything you can ask for in a blush palette. You have 2 highlighters and 4 different blushes if this is definitely your palette. As far as pricing goes, each one of these blush palettes retails for $18. If you ask me, I feel like that's pretty inexpensive for the quality and the 6 shades that you get in a palette. Packaging is pretty standard. It comes in their usual box with their bubble wrap, and it has this like cardboard packaging. I do really wish that they had a mirror. That's the only thing that I feel like Juvia's Place could really do with all of their palettes, not just the blush palette, but literally all of their palettes, like even the eyeshadow palettes. It's kind of annoying to have to pick up another palette to see what you're doing. I just really wish that they included mirrors in their packaging, but that's the only little complaint that I have. Everything else with these palettes is just so amazing. I will literally never stop raving about them because their quality is so good and it's really inexpensive. If you guys were wondering how good these blush palettes were, they are absolutely amazing. The bomb. You pretty much need them in your life. I feel like I recommend everything and anything to you guys, but no, I give credit where it's due, and these blush palettes are so bomb. Even if you're not of a darker skin tone, I would say even try this one out because they're bomb as eyeshadows. That's pretty much all I have to say about these blush palettes right here. If you guys have any further questions, go ahead and let me know in the comments below and I'll answer them for you. But that's pretty much where this video comes to an end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you guys leave. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.